Yo, what's up? What's up, guys? Welcome back. Okay, audio's good. Last time I did this with Resident Evil, I kind of painstakingly went through and downloaded a bunch of VODs of the playthrough across like 6 months and edited it all together. This time we're trying a different tact where we'll just stream it and look back through some footage of each game as we talk about it, and that will hopefully save me some time chopping this up for a YouTube video. So, okay, so the YouTube intro for the video. What's up? I have played all of them, all of the Tomb Raider games. 21 games I have footage of me playing. The other two will borrow some. But we're gonna rank all of Tomb Raider. When I first started this, I had played Legend, Underworld Anniversary, and I had played Rise in 2013. So I decided, on the heels of playing through the entire Resident Evil franchise, maybe Tomb Raider was the next one in line. So that's what we did. And now we're gonna throw them into everybody's favorite, the tier maker list. And I guess what makes the most sense is to just go through them in the order I played. Which I've got a playlist here of them. So yeah, we started with Tomb Raider 1. Let's see if we can find some footage of actually playing the game. Yeah, I played the remasters. This is awkward. My little self. The new remasters dropped. That's another thing that set this off, is there was a convenient and shinier way to play the classic games. So, hello, Mr. Chip. Welcome in. You're just in time. Yeah, so Tomb Raider 1, not nearly as difficult to go back to as I thought it would be. The modern control scheme on the remasters helps with some things, but some parts of it I think would have been easier with I gotta get away from this jump. I'm suffering. Would it were easier with tank controls. I think I swapped back and forth as we were going through it. But no, this game, it holds up, man. Like, it's a solid entry point in retrospect for Tomb Raider, because there's enough of the elements that make up good classic Tomb Raider here, but it's so simplified that it's a more approachable entry if you approach it with an open mind. I don't know. I think what works so well about it is just learning to move through the environments is its own kind of rewarding puzzle. Like, just learning to control Lara accurately is good. Like, whether that's the intentional design showing or just after the fact appreciation coming in. I think I was just messing around a lot in this first VOD too, so a lot of ledge hanging. Let's skip ahead to where there's actual tomb raiding happening. Yeah, I don't know. TR1 holds up. It's very good. Very, very good. But as far as the tier list, Where does it go? I'm gonna use B as like a baseline. Like, B is not a bad game, but it's not a great game either. So I kind of know what I think of as the S rank games. I think TR1 is solidly an A. There's room to be better, but it's an excellent first entry. Don't you agree? If you have dissenting opinion, feel free to voice it. But some of these might get bumped around once I see how everything lands too. But I think for now, TR1, solid A. Moving right along to Tomb Raider 2, which I don't know when I actually started the game. I think I was... Oh, okay, I didn't... For some reason I remember staying in Croft Manor for a long time in this game. Let's go to the wall. 2 starts to step up level design and improve on 1, and then you get to Maria Doria, and it's just so much worse. Like, I think the wreck of the Maria Doria partially ruins Tomb Raider 2 when I think about replaying it, but the other part is there's just way too much human combat in this game. Like, the what are they, the Bartoli gang, whatever they are, the Italian gang members that keep coming at you. Man, it's way too much. It's a real drag. It makes me like not want to revisit this one, despite like I really like the final area, like the Temple of Xian. Like, that was cool. And then they ruin it by throwing those tanky like guards at you. You know, combat's not the strong suit of classic TR, and this game I think leans the heaviest into it, which is a shame. Like, I know this one's like beloved by a lot of people, but it didn't work for me. Oh, I did get sued. Look at me go. Yeah, I can respect its legacy, but this is my opinions, and Q's going into B for me. Which, again, not a bad game. B is just baseline. It was a game. Now, I know, controversial take, right? 3. I don't know what like public opinion is, but I feel like Tomb Raider 3 was the hardest of them all in terms of how kind of obtuse the puzzle solving can be. The levels are way more sprawling. There's more movement mechanics thrown into the mix. Yeah, and 3 has a lot of branching paths to it. Not just like choosing which stage you can go to, but within each level there's multiple ways. There's like the raft level where you can do that all kinds of different ways, which is really cool, but for a first playthrough definitely ups the difficulty of it. However, 3 dialed back the human enemies, and it didn't have the wreck of the Maria Doria in it, which is 2 huge points, in my opinion. The weak point of 3 is that not all of the levels have an equal quality treatment to them. Some of them are a little rough, like parts of Nevada. I kind of remember being a drag and just wanting to get through them. The Pacific, like thematically, was really cool, but parts of it like were really difficult to navigate. It is the hardest of them all. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one who had that experience with it. I really love TR3 overall, though. I don't know how keen I would be to replay it. I think the boss fights were a real drag, but the overall levels, like I just really enjoyed exploring them. I thought it was super fun. That being said, I think 3 fits pretty firmly. I don't know why I have gold in here too. I think I threw an extra title in. Um, where is 3? Where are you? Am I blind? Or did I not grab it? This is the hardest part. But I've got Chronicles. Maybe it didn't. Oh, here it is. My mouse is sitting on top of it. 3 goes firmly beside TR1. But as I was playing that first trilogy, I took TR1 started on a high note, 2 dipped and made me kind of nervous, but 3 brought me back in. So that's where we landed with that one. And then I feel like I have to throw in a shout out to TRLEs here, because at the time I was playing these, we were waiting for the 4, 5, and 6 collection to come out for like a month and a half. So I played a bunch of TRLEs in the meantime, and that should just be its own video entirely. Maybe we'll like rank the TRLEs that we did as their own thing, but they're very, very good. So if you play classic Tomb Raider and want more, definitely look into that whole community. The gold series, I think when I was deciding on which covers to use for all the games, I just saw the gold cover and liked it and threw it in the mix and then forgot about it. But I guess it is worth mentioning, for all of these games, I played the expansion DLC things as I was going through it, so I'm including that in the total package of these. Okay, so moving on from Tomb Raider 3 to Tomb Raider, yep, Last Revelation. What the heck? Hang on. This is the kind of quality gameplay you get if you're here for the streams. So stupid. Last Revelation, I think, is, yeah, I mean, we know where it's going. This, I think, is core design at the peak of their abilities. Like, the narrative is solid, the level design is so good, makes sense. The challenge level, like, appropriately escalates as you're going through it. Yeah, Last Revelation is peak Tomb rating. Like, it's the best you can get as of 2025. Unfortunately, the series never surpassed this height. Top notch. I mean, it really. So I'm trying to find like some. Here's some outdoor level. Like, it's still like definitely like the cube based levels, but it feels like they pushed the engine to a point where like you kind of forget you're in the cube based spaces while you're exploring the world here. What's up, Kraz? Welcome in. Laraception, yeah. Rambleception. Look, I can lick myself. Can't stop. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say about Last Revelation. I have such a high opinion of this game. Like, this one, of all of the classic ones, I've been itching to go back and replay again and, like, do some secret hunting on it, just because of how much I enjoyed the game. Yeah, I can't recommend this one highly enough. You're licking me while I'm licking myself. That's demonetized right there. Um, he's got bounced around, but yeah. Last Revelation goes straight to S. It's peak. Best Tomb Raider. Way too hot. We gotta chill out, boys. We got a long way to go. Alright. From The Last Revelation to Chronicles, which... This one I have such a mixed opinion on because it's very fragmented. Like, it's kind of just a collection of Tomb Raider levels loosely stitched together by the narrative of, like, all Lara's butler and old friends have gathered around to talk about her. But most of the levels in Chronicles are really, really good. Like, they would be good cut content from the other games. And then the end of it is just so bad. I do not like whatever the level's called, where you're in the cat suit, so much that it kind of spoiled my opinion of Chronicles overall. So, I don't know, maybe if you play this one, just don't play that stage, and you'll have a good time. But the variety up till that stage is really cool. This level... forgot about this Russian level. This one's not great. There were some cool ideas for puzzles within it, but where's the level where you're at like a haunted Celtic island? Yeah, this where you play as young Lara. This one slaps. Like, what a cool idea this was. Yeah. Yeah, where do we put Chronicles? I had... I don't know. It wasn't as bad as 2, even at its worst point. But we'll stick it next to 2 for now. It may move around as we go on. I liked the first set of Chronicles as much as I liked Tomb Raider 1 and 3. I disliked the end of it worse than Tomb Raider 2. I think that's where I land. It should be on this line between these two, I think, is the solution here. Okay. And then, out of Chronicles, we go to the black sheep of the franchise. Good old Angel of Darkness, the highly experimental entry. This was the series making the leap to the PlayStation 2. And I feel like the nicest thing I can say about Angel of Darkness is that the devs tried all of their ideas for what Tomb Raider could be, and did almost none of them well, but I liked the gumption they showed. I liked the willingness to be experimental. I would rather see that than a studio print the same game over and over, just shuffling assets around, even if it's a failure. So I respect Angel of Darkness for that much of it. And I know Chris and others in here have said it had like funding issues and cancellation, like it was supposed to be this whole trilogy thing. This room is really showing off Angel of Darkness. I mean, where can we go to actually show off like the good parts of the game? This is the beginning of the cardinal sin of Town Raider coming into play. Talking to NPCs for quests and clues should never be a thing that Lara Croft does. She belongs in a tomb, not with this business. I think at the time I played it too, Angel of Darkness had like the worst touch-up of the 4, 5, 6 games. we may just skip to another VOD, because this whole, like, Slums of Paris, like, this early section of the game is so bad it had me wanting to quit the game. If I wasn't streaming and wasn't committed to playing the marathon, I probably would have not continued Angel of Darkness on my own because of how much I disliked this. There is, let's see, once you get past that and you get into an actual tomb, which takes like, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours at the pace I play games. Did I make it in? Okay, this is a tomb. Yeah. There's not many in Angel of Darkness, but the tombs that are in it, and this will be like a point of contention going forward in the franchise, whether or not a Tomb Raider game has tombs to raid in it. The tombs that are here are really good and really well designed. They're just so short. And then you're back to the boring parts again. But yeah, there's like the weird mechanic where Lara's not strong enough to push until she pushes something else in an adjacent room, and then she's magically strong enough to push. Like, there's all kinds of weird things like that in Angel of Darkness that, like, feel like they were meant to be stretched out over across like a longer game, and they just kind of had to rush it, so it just doesn't work. It just has one tomb in it. Well, there's this one, and then there's the sort of tomb at the end. But yeah, that is about all you get. It also suffers from being somewhere between tank controls and a modern game. Of the 6 original games, it feels like it has aged the worst. Like, I feel like you can adjust to 1 through 5 much more easily than trying to play this thing. And going into it, I was trying to root for the underdog with AOD, but I don't know, man. I couldn't. It's rough. It's very rough. I think Angel of Darkness is gonna be our first bottom feeder on the list. It's not total trash. I think it's worth playing for the historical aspect of it and just to kind of know why everybody was so upset about it. I do not like raiding towns. If you had ever picked up on it throughout Shadow, I hate town raiding. I was just locked into it. And Angel of Darkness has the worst town to raid, the Parisian Ghetto. God, that's got to be my least favorite. We'll rank Tomb Raider levels another night, but that's got to be my least favorite area of any Tomb Raider game. Yeah. So, sorry to Angel of Darkness fans, but I tried to keep an open mind throughout the whole thing, and it never won me over. It has a cool visual design. I can give it that. Like, Lara's look for the game is cool, but that's about it. Alright, where did I go after AOD? Oh! To a good game. Again, dude. Tomb Raider for the Game Boy Color. This... Dude. This is peak tomb raiding. Look at this. One of the best Lara Croft models you get in the franchise. Like, look at this. Glorious. I actually do have a lot of respect for how well they were able to animate Lara for these games, given the pixel density they could work with for the sprite sheet. Like, she's got so many little quirks to her animations. Yeah, I think if we skip, this game took me way longer to beat than I was expecting it to. I'm trying not to show off like just show like early areas for the games to not spoil anything. Yeah, I switched to a better emulator, so you get a better frame rate on the footage here. But no, this game's got so many cool ideas. Like, it's such a good translation of what's good about classic Tomb Raider into a tiny screen in a 2D format. The problem with the first one, Tomb Raider self-titled, is it's so long. Like, the levels are enormous. It's way bigger than it has any right to be. If it was half as long as it was, it would still be too long. Also, there are a lot of very cheap insta-deaths in it, so I can't recommend playing it without an emulator or some way to make save states. Because otherwise it's bad. The scripts, the writing is, it is what it is on these games, but yeah, I don't know. This one, I was so impressed with it, and I wonder how much of that was coming off of the heels of Angel of Darkness. I mean, this game is nothing but tombs, and I gotta give it credit for that. There's lots of fun movement tech in it. Like, it feels really fun to play. But the length of it, really, it wears out its welcome by the end. I was expecting to be through this in like a couple streams, and it took me like 5 nights to beat it. Yeah, I think this is our first C entry. There's a lot to love, but the bloatedness kills it. So, you think it should be higher? Well, I'm not putting it higher because next up was Curse of the Sword. And this game is everything good about the first self-titled one. But I think I may have grabbed the wrong cover for it on this stream. Curse of the Sword is not bloated in length. The levels are much smaller, much more compact, and much more interesting. Like, it's not the same copy-pasted area puzzle lever to switch setup that plagues the first entry. Like, they figured out what worked and they dialed it into what was necessary with this one. This is just a great 2D game. Like, I'd recommend this to anybody that wasn't even looking for Tomb Raider, was just looking for like a classic 2D platformer. Yeah, Curse of the Sword. I don't know why no one ever talks about this game. It's one of the better entries. Maybe just not enough people have really ever played it. And it's got dinosaur bones in it, man. What more could you want? This is the extent of the town raider you get from it, like an NPC here or there that will say something to you. I think I was stuck in this subway for a while. I was gonna see if there was like a more interesting area to show off. Yeah. Oh yeah, you have these weird, like, Ted Danza zombies, too, for some reason. It's explained in the lore, but who cares? So, yeah, Curse of the Sword. I'm putting it in A. I don't love towns. Stop saying that. Yeah, Curse of the Sword's an A. It was great. I had a lot of fun with that one. What did I play? Oh, The Prophecy. I kind of forget about this one. Even as I was playing it, I would forget about it. This is, as you can see on the title, Ubisoft developed this. Also, it was the handheld series making the leap to the Game Boy Advance. So it takes like this weird sort of isometric top-down view. Lara, I think, maybe has a few more pixels than the last entry we saw. But I gotta get out of the snowfield. This is blinding me. This game, after the first like 30 minutes where you're like, oh, this is kind of cool, like the top-down sort of works, you realize it's just kind of miserable to play through. The levels are very uninspired. Every single puzzle is the same switch to the same door. There's no variety to it. The enemies are just a spongy slog to fight through. And maybe it was tainted a little bit by using the Angel of Darkness Lara model to market it. I don't know. Yeah, this game, it kind of has the same problem as the first Game Boy game where it's bloated, but the copy-paste nature of how it's designed. Like this puzzle right here, placing these artifacts, is probably the only interesting looking part of the game. If we scrub through a lot of it, it's going to be lots of running through square hallways, finding those square buttons, unlocking a door somewhere and running back to it. And it never really develops. You don't pick up more abilities or tools or anything. Every level is this, just tile swapped to look different. Not good. Not good. I think this game might be trash. I don't think there's anything redeemable about it. It's not worth playing for anyone. I would not wish it upon anybody. It doesn't innovate or add anything. It's not fun to play, and it's not interesting. It's other than just being a curious entry. From there, we jumped to almost to Legend Underworld Anniversary Trilogy, starting with the Game Boy Advance version of Legend, because this is a completely different game. Bit harsh? You think I've been too harsh on the prophecy? Were you here for it? It was such a drag. Like, I don't think anybody liked it. But especially not me. It took about nearly 5 hours to complete, too. Which is a little too much. No, I don't think that's too harsh. I think Prophecy's garbage. Legend, though, for the Game Boy Advance as well, we go back to like the 2D side-scrolling style Lara, and we get this weird rotoscoped Lara model. Yeah, this game I remember liking quite a bit. Like, it feels kind of like Prince of Persia. Lara's movement's faster and a little more dynamic than the last one we played, Curse of the Sword. There's a lot of variety to it, and all of the levels are like a really good translation of the full game level into a 2D space. The sprite work is really good. The combat's kind of silly, but you know, whatever. I'm trying to remember which of the two I liked better. Now it's been so long. I think this one too is very short. Like, we beat it in like 3.5 hours in one night. Oh, we got some rain effects. King Arthur tomb. Yeah, I don't know. This one's solid. I need to look at the footage for the other version of Legend we played. But I think for now, we'll stick it in B. It was good enough to remember enjoying, but I don't remember anything outstanding about it. Guns. So from there we moved on to Legend again, this time for the Nintendo DS. So now we have like the second screen up here, and dude, this game is cool because you get the same rotoscope Lara sprite, but now she's in like an N64 era 3D-ish environment. And the combat switches to this upper screen, like to where you tap on the enemies to kill them, which is hilarious. Like, I love it. The games from this era of like the DS and the Wii that actually use the quirky hardware to change the game up. I think I mentioned this a long time ago, but my first ever Tomb Raider game, period, was Anniversary on the Wii, and it had all kinds of weird Wiimote integration where you'd like find the artifact and you'd have to use your Wiimote to like dust off the artifact and dig it out and stuff, and I thought that was super cool, but if you played it now, it probably felt cheesy and dumb. At the time, I was so into it though. Yeah, this is another solid iteration of just Legend. Like, I didn't realize that Legend got reinterpreted into completely different games, which is why we played these different versions of it. Because gameplay-wise, you're basically playing a whole other thing. Oh yeah, the Japan level. Yeah, I don't know. And it being a handheld, you don't mind the short length of it, which is one of the problems with Legend, is how how quickly it goes by, despite being a pretty solid experience. Anything with Legends, it'll be Lara's shorts, length short. Wise words. It's very true, yeah. Yeah. Legend is... It has the complete opposite issue where it doesn't overstay its welcome. Like, you just want more of it as you're playing it. I think... Was this the game with the motorcycle section at the end that was driving me insane? I know there's a motorcycle section in Legend somewhere. Before Tibet, where you get to this temple. Maybe it was the Game Boy one. One version of Legend I played had a motorcycle section that was just killing me, and I don't remember where it's at. Let me scrub through this for a second, see if I can identify it. Maybe it was between these areas? Oh god, this is it. Yeah. I think maybe, actually, now that I'm looking at it, the motorcycle section in all three versions of Legend is not the best. There's one part at the end of it on all of them where if you fail like a QTE or something, you have to do the whole thing over, and it's so long and such a slog. I think you were around for a good bit of the reloads on one of them, whichever one it is. Yeah. This was their experimental part of this game. Yeah, so Legend DS, I think, sits right alongside the Game Boy version, as weird as it is to have the same game living in the same space. But it's basically two completely different games. They just have the same setting and story. The gameplay, they may as well just be separate entirely. Yeah. Then after that, we did Underworld for the DS to keep rolling with uh, the handheld Tomb Raiders. This game shocked me. Like, all these cool touchscreen puzzles. Like, dude, this one is so good. I would put this up there with, like, Samus Returns. Like, it's a cool 2D, or 2.5D, whatever you want to call it. It's technically like a 3D space. But it's all side-scrolling. It's sort of... It's like level-based, but you're getting like meaningful gear upgrades as you go through it that give you abilities to move and maneuver differently through areas. Like, I don't know, Underworld on DS like works. It's really fun to play. The worst part of it is these load times. The loads are really bad in it for some reason. But once you get in the actual level, like, I don't know, something about the way Lara controls in this game, like, feels good. Longest loading screen? Yeah, that's what... Dude, yeah. And I don't really know why, because, like, I was a big DS fan back in the day. I played a ton of DS games. I don't remember any of them being as egregious as this. And a lot of them had way more impressive, like, visuals going on. You wouldn't think it would be that bad on the system, but it was. Yeah, I had a ton of fun playing this one though. Like, movement, mechanics, all very satisfying. The puzzles were interesting. None of the levels were too big, and none of it felt like it was overstaying its welcome. There was one thing about this game, though. Like, no, like, I'm not showing the later stages for a lot of these, but I have to show this off. At the very end of Underworld, you have this mini game, which, if you look at the top right corner, that's like supposed to be the touch screen on a Nintendo DS. You have to grab these orbs and keep them from going into the center, and it's like either time-based or orb-based. But I was on an emulator, so I was having to use my mouse to click them away, which is not always the most reliable form of input on this emulator. This was so difficult to do. I don't know how long I was here. If I scrub back through the VOD, probably at least 30 minutes of trying this game. And I think I am too old for it, because my little pea brain gets overwhelmed when there's more than like 9 orbs on the screen. But also, I wish you could feel how bad it feels to try to drag these things away with a mouse. Like, you can tell if you had a stylus and a touchscreen, it would be kind of satisfying and fun. Does not work well at all with a mouse. I think I eventually had to give up and use the emulator to slow the clock speed down so that I could just get through it and be done with it. Because it was like really late at night by the time I'd gotten to this part, and I didn't want to extend the game into another stream. So, yeah, this section sucks. Like, it tainted how good I was feeling about Underworld DS. Yeah, you can see the irritation on my face at the end of it here. Yeah. Face is going red. I was getting worked up, dude. Yeah. Very few things will trigger me like that. I think I was annoyed too, because this was the first time in the entire franchise that I couldn't beat something legit, and I was just too tired to put up with it anymore. So, yeah. I would say most of Underworld DS would be an A tier game, but because of that ending, uh, it's going into B. That last puzzle really tanks it for me. I'm getting angry remembering it now. Oh man. Alright, and then we move on to Legend, the first of the reboots in the franchise. Which I had played before, so now we're getting into territory where, like, I had previously played these games. Legend holds up. Like, this is a fantastic game. It's super fun, the controls feel good, the gunplay doesn't overstay its welcome despite being super simplistic. Like, it's not difficult. I mean, you can see Lara kind of auto-locks onto the enemies and they're very arcadey. But, like, the tomb design in Legend is really fun. We get all kinds of new movement tech for 3D Lara. The story is cool and interesting, and it builds like a trilogy. Like, honestly, yeah, the only bad thing I have to say about Legend is the motorcycle section blows, and it's just too short. Like, every tomb is too short, every chapter is too short, the whole game is too short. I think we beat Legend in roughly 5 hours across 2 streams. Like, we need more of this. We need a Legend remaster where they can just flesh it out and add some towns to raid in between. If only there were NPCs we could talk to for clues about finding shiny diggy spots and 100,000 documents to read. If only. This game would have been ahead of its time. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could boot up Legend right now and replay it and have a blast with it. Like, this game's great. Oh my god, beard mode spoilers. We can't show that off, don't look. I forgot that was that night. Where are you at, regular Legend? I've grabbed you so many times already. Yeah, I think Legend is... I almost hate to dock points from it for being too short. That is a drawback, but it's also like, would you rather have something short that's like quality all the way through, or something that's good but a little too long, you know? Think about the motorcycle. There is the motorcycle section. Yeah. We want to keep S rank pure. I think Legend's a solid A. It's an A bumping its way up into S, though. Yeah, very good. Better than its handheld iterations that are also very good, but not quite Last Revelation tier. I think. Gotta hide beard mode. Then we go to Anniversary, which, again, this is like the return to my very first Tomb Raider game. I think part 1 of this whole VOD was just me living in Croft Manor because it's so cozy and comfy. Let's get to some actual Tomb raiding with this one. Look at this. I was so young back then. Don't I look completely different? It's back when my glasses were clearer. I'm probably wearing the same shirt I was wearing that night too. Consistency is key. Anniversary, after this time playing it through, like in context of playing through the entire series and having played the actual Tomb Raider one that it's supposedly remaking, I still love Anniversary. I think this is a fantastic game. Uh, it's it's everything I would want out of a Tomb Raider. Like, there's little to no like human to human combat. You're constantly in the tombs solving cool and interesting puzzles. For the most part, I think they did a really good job translating the puzzles from the original into this format. I think there's a couple of like notable, like Grease gets nerfed pretty badly, but if you don't have the context of the old game going into this one, it feels great. Like, this game won me over to Tomb Raider when I first played it way back on the Wii. Like, yeah, movement feels really good. I think after I finished it, we had some time left over that night, and I just played time trials on it because it's such a fun game to play. I think this is one of the best visual designs Lara has across the entire franchise. Like, it's the best happy medium of the classic design with a more modern look to it. The only like drawback, what am I looking down for? Look up, buddy. The only drawback to it is it does kind of have like the washed out grayscale visuals that were just par for the course. Did I fall asleep streaming? I must be replying to a message or something. Yeah, this era, like was this like 360, Xbox 360 era? Like, so many games kind of had this washed out look to them, so I feel like you can't really fault it for that. This is one where, like, man, like an LAU remaster trilogy, where they kind of sharpen up the visuals and give it like a better lighting engine. I don't think you'd have to do much more than that to just make this fully modernized. This game's great. I mean, what else can you really say about it? For me, Anniversary it's an S. I loved it. I loved it back in the day, and I loved it even more coming back to it with the context of all the games. Yeah, firm S on Anniversary. Okay. Moving along. We went Anniversary to Underworld. Quick looking at Atlantis. Atlantis does have the biggest change, yes, but and it does feel kind of rushed in Anniversary versus what Atlantis was in Tomb Raider 1. But if you kind of play Anniversary in a vacuum, it doesn't feel that jarring. I think it only stands out in comparison to the original. And if we're just judging the games on their own, I think it's fine. I don't know, maybe I'm just being an apologist for it because I have such a soft spot. But it don't bother me. Underworld was one of the ones I was most looking forward to going back and replaying, because I remembered loving this game and being so excited about where Tomb Raider was going after the end of Underworld because of the way it ends. And are you talking about Zip? What? Who's handsome? This game, though, Underworld was such a pain to get running. I don't remember if I talked about this at the time, but this game does not run out of the box on Steam on a modern computer. You have to like go in and like disable cores and do all this junk just to get the game to launch at all, which is insane. But yeah, Underworld has problems. But I don't know. I don't know if I had too high expectations for it going into it, or what, but Underworld feels not great to play. Like, Lara's controls... I just do a lot of swimming here. Let's go inside. This is probably where Chris was coming in to help with some of the tech problems we were having with it. Like, Lara does not feel good to control in Underworld. She feels slightly out of the player's control, which is... It's hard to articulate what I mean, but you feel it when you're playing it. Like, there's something slippery about her, and no pun intended. The camera is a little too drawn in tight on Underworld, if that's what you mean. Also, yeah, it's kind of jittery. But I don't know, all of her like grab animations and vault animations, and when she's transitioning to like hug walls, it feels like control gets taken away from the player and put on a script. And I think that has something to do with the motion capture aspect they were going for with it. Yeah, we're getting plenty of butt shots here in this section. Yeah, 10 out of 10 butt shots, but I guess I stayed in the wetsuit for a while. Do I ever go to the jungle? Here we go. Yeah. The level design in Underworld is really cool, and the story is great. Like, it's such a good extension of what starts in Legend, and it even ties in Anniversary / TR1's lore into it, which is super cool. The puzzles are really fun, but just the basic mechanics of moving and operating Lara within the world feel bad. Like, it sucks, because I really wanted to love this one. And I still like visually how it looks and thematically what it is, but man, mechanically, this was a pretty major letdown, unfortunately. I think the DLC for it, which I think I had to switch to like a Xbox emulator for this, so it's going to look a little different, but the DLC for it is super cool, and it's a crime that it's locked to a dead console. Like, they need to release this. Maybe if they ever do an LAU trilogy, they can let it free. But yeah, the tomb design for the DLC was super fun to work through. And then the other DLC where you play as Dark Lara and you get this crazy like speed boost ability. Where somewhere like I'm probably running around real fast. There you go. That's peak gameplay. This DLC was super fun too, though. Xbox's absolute crime. Yeah, I know. It's such a shame. Yeah, you get this weird thing where she can cling to walls. Like, I wish we had a whole game where we got to play as Shadow Lara and just run around and be emo. What a life that would be. Yeah, another reason to, like, look forward to where the series was going. Little did we know we had already peaked at this point. So yeah, I don't know. Where do we put Underworld? That's the problem. It feels bad to score it low, but again, it just... I think I could put it in B. B's getting stacked pretty heavy. Down A? Yeah, but you have to think about it like, are we insulting the other games that are in that tier by putting it alongside? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think Underworld is as good as Tomb Raider 3. Or Legend. It's not that bad, no. It's almost good. My main complaint is like how it feels to play is just there's something so off about it. There is a motorcycle in the jungle, but it's an actual fun motorcycle part where you can ride. Let's drop it in B for now, and depending on where the rest of it lands, it may get moved, but I don't know. It's like I really want to like Underworld so much, but I just can't. I remember disappointment from it. Okay, so after Underworld, oh, Lara Croft Go. A rare hatted rambling appears with the Powell Peralta free advertising. This is the first of the mobile Tomb Raider games, which this one was kind of a blessing because we get to play it on Steam full screen and not on a phone, which is why it got streamed and the other ones did not. But Lara Croft Go kind of just had me asking, like, why is this a Tomb Raider game? I mean, it's just it's a mobile puzzle game, but to its credit, this is like a really solid puzzle game. Like, it was a lot of fun. So the puzzles actually get complex enough that you have to really think through it. There's constant like upgrading variety to them as you go. It's got a good sense of progression. Like, I don't know. I was ready to hate on all of the mobile games, but Go surprised me. This one was kind of a blast to play. It took me longer than I was expecting because it was more of a brain teaser than I was anticipating. The whole thing is what you're seeing, like this isometric grid-based tap movement. You just learn what different mechanics of it do and learn how to combine them to get through the levels. So it's nothing like mind-blowing, but it's got a lot of charm, and this weird pastel art style really kind of works. Like, yeah. I don't know. There's not a whole lot to Go, but yeah, I think it's in it. No, can't do that. The soundtrack, yeah, it had good music, good art, good music. The later like bonus stages are really cool, where you have like the dark dimension thing going. Like, it's a solid thing. It feels weird to drop a mobile game into A, but like, it's better than Chronicles. I think it might be an A. Shockingly, I wouldn't have expected it. Morning from UK. Oh, hey, Nighthawk, how's it going? Welcome in. We've finished all of the Tomb Raider games, so now we're tier listing them to see how they stack up. How's your day going? Okay, so after Go, I did not stream these, but we'll run through these quickly. We've got Relic Run, which I think will borrow some quick gameplay from GameWalker26. Shout out this guy. This is Relic Run. It's a Temple Run clone with Lara Croft in it. 6:40 a.m. Good lord. Go back to sleep. You can see why I didn't bother to stream this one. I did download it and play a few levels of it, and I was like, yeah, okay, I see what this is. And this is the entirety of the game. It's just swiping through an on-track runner game like you've probably seen 100,000 clones of. You get this really janky long neck version of Lara to play as. Like, I don't know. It's Relic runs straight to the trash for me. Doing the DLC of Tomb Raider 2. What is oh man, it's been so long. Is that shoot, I have to go back and look. What where are you? What's the name of the stage? Golden Mask. Yeah, okay. The Tenos place? Man, all the DLCs for like the first 3 games are so solid. I think 3. I played them all so long ago and all back to back, so it kind of runs together in my head now. Is 2 gold? What's Tomb Raider 1? Are they both... Is gold the name for the expanded version of both? I don't recall. Anyway, yeah, Relic Run is straight to the trash. And, appreciate that guy. And we'll borrow some footage from Lord Kronos YT for this one, but this is Tomb Raider Reloaded, which this is the only one I didn't actually play. And you can look at this and see why. Like, what even... I didn't bother even downloading this, dude. Like, this is such a name cash grab. Like, clearly this was developed to be something else, and they needed to market it, so they put Lara Croft in it. So I kind of don't feel guilty about skipping this one. If anyone presses me on it, I'll download it and play 1 level to count it. But like, what is this, dude? What? Yeah. This, Tomb Raider Reloaded, it goes straight into the trash. I didn't play what? Hold on. I didn't play this? This comes out at every family gathering, buddy. I've played the Tomb Raider board game to death. It's super fun. That's no lie. Like, me and my in-laws, we love this game. It's a fun game of quick alliances and fast betrayal. It's a great board game. Yeah, don't come at me, bro. I played the board game. 1 is Unfinished Business. Golden Mask. 3 is Lost Artifact. Oh yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah. They're all so good. Where'd I get it? I found it at like a used game store for like 15 bucks. And I picked it up because I was like, I like Tomb Raider. This was long before the marathon. This was like a few years ago. And brought it back for like Thanksgiving at my in-laws, and we busted it out, and it turned out to be a super fun board game. It's really, really good. I can show you. Have you played the board game though? That's the question. Yeah, the Laras you get to play as, you get Legend Lara, Angel of Darkness Lara, Underworld. I guess you can see that, I don't know. And classic. Yeah. Very cool. But it kind of has like a randomized element, like you set up the board and shuffle tiles to where you get like a different tomb to raid each time as you go around it. But it's all about trying to work together to clear rooms and gain an artifact, and then like try to lie to everyone and make sure no one thinks you actually have the artifact to to go out on. But yeah, it's super fun. Highly recommend it. If I had it on this tier maker, it'd go into S. It's great. Okay, let's get back on track here. So that's all the mobile slop done. Yes. Yeah. How funny that Go winds up in A and the other two are just straight to the garbage. Okay. I think after Go... Oh, we get to the weird spin-offs. Guardian of Light. This is another, like... I wonder if this was developed originally as a different game and it became a Tomb Raider game for brand recognition later, because it's so wildly different. But yeah, the whole thing is like this Diablo style top-down sort of twin stick shooter, but more of an emphasis on puzzle solving through it. Like Guardian of Light, I was expecting to not really enjoy. Like I had played this one with my wife like, I don't know, man, a long time ago, like 10, 12-ish years back, and we had fun co-oping it. But you know, a bad game in co-op is still kind of a fun game if you're having a good time with the person you're playing with. And we liked it all right. I don't think we finished it. But this one surprised me. Like, yeah, Guardian of Light is solid. Even like a single player, like it's fast paced. None of it's really a drag or overstays its welcome. The puzzles are cool and interesting. Movement feels really good despite being this weird sort of isometric Diablo wannabe style thing. There's a lot of variety to the levels in it. Like, it never really feels like it's repeating puzzles over and over to pad for length. It's not very long. I think, yeah, we beat this one in a single sitting in just over 4 hours. So, yeah, I don't know. This one caught me off guard with how much I liked it. It's top-notched. I mean, it's not like mind-blowing, but I think Guardian of Light's a solid A rank. Like, it was fun. I'd recommend it to anybody. And then, in the same vein, moving right along to Temple of Osiris, this one... Oh yeah, I think Chris was like a big fan of this design of Lara. I don't really care for the redesign of her for this game, but Temple of Osiris just takes everything good about Guardian of Light and tunes it up higher. Like, there's more interesting mechanics here, but the movement and action kind of feels the same, which is good. Yeah. I kind of wish Temple of Osiris had gotten a sequel to see how they could have improved further, because it feels like they really dialed in what they were doing with whatever this spin-off situation is with this one. Like, yeah. This one has like some content bloat at the end where they're like, oh hey, you can just keep replaying levels for score to unlock random things, but that's completely optional. If I was trying to 100% this game, maybe I'd have a different opinion of it. But this one's every bit as good as Last Guardian, or Guardian of Light, if not better. And I soloed it. Like, I imagine if you have 4 people on here playing together, it's probably a blast in multiplayer. And you'd probably get through it a lot quicker too, having everybody to spread out and work the puzzles out. Yeah, every area of the map was like really cool, and the way it all linked together was interesting. It's the return of Osiris for the first time since Last Revelation in the franchise, right? Back to Egypt. So thematically it works. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to the story on this one. It was kind of forgettable, but the setting was fun to play through. Like, man, Temple of Osiris is better than Guardian of Light, but not. I don't know if it's a whole rank worth better than it. I don't know. I'll have to rethink some of this. I don't like how crowded A is getting, but maybe that's just a good sign that Tomb Raider has a lot of good games. Make an SS, bump it up. I don't know. I'm satisfied with 5 tiers of it. Let's finish up and then we'll make some final adjustments, I think. So after Temple of Osiris, we get to what I was dreading coming into, the Survivor trilogy, the second hard reboot of mainline Tomb Raider. Yeah, here it is. 2013. And I did 100% of these games. I don't really know why I chose to do that. I think I was just trying to see if maybe if I saw every little piece of each of them, it might influence my opinion more. I think 2013 starts off with a lot of potential. Like, I don't necessarily mind Lara Croft's reinvention into the young, frail version we have here. I think having seen it all the way through now and knowing what we know, that this version of Lara never becomes classic Lara or even approximates classic Lara. We kind of just have to treat her as an entirely separate character. I don't know, maybe if you nix that disappointment, you can kind of overlook some of it. But I don't know, mechanically, like, this game doesn't have a lot of tomb to it. Not a lot of tomb at all. There is an awful lot of Lara hollering and falling off of things, and here we go. Just getting the hell beat out of her non-stop, getting impaled on things. The devs really seem to just have a boner for torturing whatever this is. This version of her. Oh, and then we get the introduction of Tomb Vision, which is a personal pet peeve of mine. I really don't like that mechanic, but because it's in there, I couldn't stop myself from using it to try to find all the shiny objects so I could mindlessly walk to each one and press the button to collect them. Yeah, sliding every 5 minutes. You definitely get your money's worth. If you're wanting a game with slides, Tomb Raider 2013 will have you covered. I don't know. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be going back to it, because I was expecting to really hate Survivor Trilogy after playing through so many good Tomb Raider games and having the full historical context of the whole series. And I didn't despise it. A lot of it, here we go, more bone crunching. A lot of it was just kind of frustrating and bland and boring and uninteresting. It has that safe AAA polish over it, but I don't know. It's hard to really judge this one in terms of the other Tomb Raider games because, like, I think it does what the developer set out to do. Like, it accomplishes their goal. But the goal they had is not what I think any real Tomb Raider fan wanted for Tomb Raider. Like, this should have just been its own thing. Like, just make a new character up, you know what I mean? How far in do we have to go to see a tomb? I don't think there are. Did this one even have bonus tombs? They've all kind of blended together for me now. Yeah, it's a lot of exploding action set pieces. A lot of the bow. I don't know. There was never, like, too terribly much combat, so I have to give it credit there. And they give you enough, like, interesting ways to approach it anyway, but the enemies are all just kind of brain dead. I don't know. What do we do with 2013? Like, it's not terrible, it's not great. Like, I think it might be a C. Like, there's nothing really memorable about it. It really just kind of goes by in a big, screaming, sliding explosion. But it's not, like, a busted game. S for slide. Dude, if we're gauging them on number of slides, yeah, for sure. I think it's a C. I think it kind of sits alongside the first Game Boy game, where it gets bland, and bland is maybe worse than a quirky bad game. Certainly not as bad as Angel of Darkness, but I feel like it would be an insult to these decent games to put it there. Yeah. I don't know. I have such a conflicted set of thoughts on this game. What do you think? Where would you put 2013? S. I'm just gonna have to disregard your opinion. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't. Like I said, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, even having already played it, but it didn't really win me over in any way either. And then from there, we went to Rise, the Tomb Raider, the follow-up, which I don't have uploaded yet, so we'll have to go into the channel for this. Oh! Reverse Hat Rambling makes an appearance. Very cool. Very stylish. How do you do, fellow kids? I feel like everything I've just said about 2013, I could repeat about Rise. Best game ever. It has a good start. I like the Syria tomb. Like, it starts you off in a tomb. We'll give it that. But you only get the Syria tomb for about an hour, 45 minutes, and then it puts you into just the worst. Like, I mean, I've said this ad nauseum over the course of the streams, but I don't like barren snowfield areas in real life or in game. Like, they're bland and depressing to me. So it automatically gets points docked, in my opinion, just because I don't like the setting. And I know that's a me problem. That's not like a good point of criticism. But you spend so long in the snow area in this game. It leans in harder into the pointless pickups all over. Criticism? Is it one? Yeah, I don't know. I think mechanically, Rise definitely works better than 2013. Like, it does what the developers wanted to do even better, for sure, but unfortunately, the trajectory of where they wanted to go with it is even further away from where I wanted Tomb Raider to go. So, while I can admit that on an objective level, this is a better game, I dislike this one even more than 2013. Yeah, so much bland snow. Then you get to the geothermal valley, and we're introduced to town raiding again. Yeah. I don't know, man. Rise started feeling like a slog halfway through, and it never really stopped. And then the item sweep cleanup for the 100%, which, you know, it was self-imposed, sure, but it really kind of felt like a drag. The positive thing I can say about Rise is the challenge tombs are a very welcome addition to this style of Tomb Raider game. They're arguably some of the best parts. They're just way too short. Also, this Baba Yaga DLC is fantastic. Like, this deserves its own tier aside from baseline Rise. But then, you know what's really insane to me about Rise, and I've been thinking about this a lot, having finished Shadow now. The amount of side content Rise has in it, like, it is a thick with 3 C's game. Like, if you set your mind to wanting to 100% this game, you would be playing this for 6 months. There's so much to it. There's so many extra game modes thrown into here, and I don't understand why. Like, with like one exception, none of them feel like Tomb Raider content. They feel like ideas for other multiplayer games that got rolled into Rise of the Tomb Raider for some reason. Like, the weird zombie wave-based thing, the survival in the woods thing, like, it's all so bizarre. It's bloated in the way like a live service game would be after it's been live for like 3 years and the player base is gone. If that makes any sense. Like, I feel like coming into Rise today feels like you boot up Warframe for the first time with a new character and you're just looking around like, what is all of this? Trend? I guess, but it's like, this is a single player game. Like, why were they punching all of this stuff into it, you know? So strange. Yeah. I don't know. Lara feels, I remember thinking at the time, like, this is of, as far as like mechanics and control over Lara and her actions, Rise is probably the best of the three. Like, you feel most in control of her Like everything's tight, the animations are good. You very rarely get like random weird glitches like Shadow is kind of plagued with. Yeah, I don't know. So as far as like bang for your buck, Rise is really maybe like the best. if if you're wanting a crap load of random content to play through, you can't really go wrong with this one. But I don't. For my tastes, I mean, and this is all about me. I gotta put Rise under 2013. They don't belong in the same category. They almost belong in parallel categories. I don't know. And then I haven't uploaded any of these yet, or published them rather. So from there we go to Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Oh, that's 13. Where am I at? Here we go. Which we've just finished. Things might move around. Don't mess your britches up just yet. Dude, this one, Shadow gives you the most JONAH per minute of the whole franchise, I think. And that's no exaggeration. You have got to be getting the most JONAHs per scene out of this game, if that's the currency we want. Synchronized sips with myself here. Oh, what do we do with you, Shadow? JONAH, you gotta see this tier list. Dude, I like the setting of Shadow so much more than Rise. Like, I love being in the jungle. I think that's awesome. This Day of the Dead feast thing, that was really cool. Let's skip ahead to we're in the actual jungle. Jungular. I don't know if I even got to it on the first night. I have to skip ahead. Let's check. Night 2. Yeah, here we go. I think my VOD got screwed up somewhere. I had a lot of random internet issues while playing this. But man, I don't know. I'm trying to separate out my frustrations with it from my I chose to play it on the hardest difficulty because it was the last Tomb Raider game of the marathon. So I did that to myself. So putting the frustrating checkpoint system aside, I do wish I had had an option on the other Survivor games to turn off all puzzle hints, because that made this much more enjoyable. And then putting aside the slog that is trying to 100% these games because of the hunt for tiny objects, I think Shadow's a stronger entry. And I'm basing that on the fact that it has tombs. It has so many more tombs. They're so much more well thought out and designed and integrated. The puzzles are way more interesting and cool. I feel like I can overlook some of the jankiness of Shadow just because it does tomb rating. Oh, what's up, Chris? Welcome in. Following the events of Tomb Raider Underworld, Lara goes on a journey to find herself since her manor got destroyed and cannot figure herself out. That's the premise of the comic series. They've announced yesterday. Dude, are we getting an Underworld sequel? I mean, at this point, like, with bated breath, because, like, we'll see how they can actually handle it. But that's exciting news. I mean, I was saying earlier, like, I remember back in the day being so excited at the end of Underworld for where the series was going, and then 2013 happened. Shadow should happen after 2013. Rai should be scrapped. I kind of agree. It's unifying Lara. She's got the climax with the reboot necklace. Oh. I don't love the sound of that, but I'll give it a chance. Yeah. What do we do with Shadow? So much JONAH, though. See, like, I think of things I really liked about it, and then I remember JONAH. Where do you belong, Shadow? Certainly above Rise. But I liked it more than 13. I think even with its flaws, because I like the setting and the tombs so much, I think I can give Shadow a B. Yeah. I think I'm cool with it going that high. Don't love the sound of finding herself. Been looking for herself for over 12 years. Yet, finding herself sounds like Survivor Lara. That doesn't sound like the Lara Croft that wrapped up events at the end of Underworld. Like, I feel like Underworld Lara, after that story ends, is like on like a mission to rebuild and find like a new adventure to go off on, not have an identity crisis. Okay, so we'll ignore Tomb Raider Gold. It fell in there by mistake. How do we feel about this ranking, boys? I think Tomb Raider 2 is too high. I'm kind of thinking that too, looking at it now. Because when I look at Tomb Raider 2, all I can think of is how much I hated that rusty boat. That feels like it's like 60% of the game. Looking at this, yeah, I think 2 drops down to C tier. I don't think it deserves to be up there. AOD needs to be at least B. Not for me. Underworld needs to be higher as well. Underworld, you came in late, so my reasoning for Underworld is because it's so janky in its current state, and that holds it back so much, but I loved so much about it, like the design. Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't feel fun to play as much as I really wanted it to be, because I had fond memories of it. Anniversary's an S. It's an... Okay, so this isn't objective. This is my opinion of the games. And I just have such a soft spot for Anniversary, because it's the game that got me into Tomb Raider way back in the day. And replaying it, even in the context of playing the full franchise in chronological order, I still loved Anniversary. But So that's why it's an S for me. Like it's S is the games that like right now I would want to boot these up and replay them because I loved the experience with these so much. So that's why it's so high. I understand if other people don't feel the same, but Anniversary ticks all the right boxes for me. I loved it. Both the first time and recently when I played it. DS, PS2, and Wii version shouldn't exist. The Wii version was the first one I played back in the day. And then Last Revelation, I feel like we can all agree Last Revelation is peak Tomb Raider. Like, that is the Tomb Raider game, right? So solid. Oh, not Underworld's Wii version. I'm talking about Anniversary. No, Underworld I played on, like, PlayStation 3. I played, like, the modern console version of it. No, I looked into Underworld on Wii for this marathon because I heard it was different enough to like check out, and yeah, it didn't look worth figuring out how to emulate. AOD, I really rooted for that game, but yeah, I just didn't like it. Rise, I didn't like it. I didn't. Like, I feel like 2013 really should be down here, but I did like it better than Rise. I have to give it that much. So, yeah, these three are all kind of punching above their weight on the tier list, I feel like. Yeah. I don't know. Chronicles 2, I said earlier, is riding a thin line because I like the front half, or like probably like the front 80% of Chronicles so much, but the last level of Chronicles was so bad. Like it barely gets in. Yeah. Chronicles would be like a solid like A B tier if it did not have that final level. Go being an A as a vibe. Yeah, I'm surprised that Go ended up here, but honestly, it was good, solid fun. I don't know why it's a Tomb Raider game, but I had a great time with Go. Um, very tight game. Where's Hannah? We need to rank the TRLEs that I've played so far on their own, I think. They need to be treated separately, but that is like something we should do at some point. And Hannah's obviously like its own S tier. It feels odd having Guardian of Light and Temple of Osiris both in A, because I do think Osiris is the better game of the two. But it's definitely not an S. It's not like a must play. Go was a fun, small mobile project where Eidos Montreal's mobile division got ported to everything else later on. It's a love letter to TR Classics. Yeah, I have no real complaints about Go. It was shockingly good, unlike the other three mobile games, which were just trash. They're where they belong. The trash tier, I'm very locked in on. The Prophecy was garbage, and these two are not worth looking at, for sure. Feels so weird to have the handheld versions of these games all stacked together, but they're all solid entries. Like, they were fun and unique in their own ways. I'm tempted to bump TR1 up into S for the nostalgia of it, But I don't want to insult Last Revelation by having it share the throne up there, so I think we'll keep it where it's at. Yeah, I think I'm pretty solid with this. TR1 walked so 4 could run. Exactly, yeah. It's such a strong foundation for the franchise. And I feel like from there to 2 and 3 we meandered a little bit trying to figure out what Tomb Raider really was. And on Last Revelation, Last Revelation really just locked in. Like all cylinders were firing at that point. On your list, they belong in the same tier. Yeah. I've been trying real hard to keep S pure. So, yeah. If there were sub-tiers, TR1 would be climbing between A and S. Same thing for 3, really, too. Most of 3 is really good. There's just some parts of it go off the rails a little bit for me. Yeah. I think we'll fix the whole thing with this. What? My trash tier. Oh well. Why'd my color get all swapped around? I want you to be gray. Gray garbage. Maybe this is the better list. TR3 was hit and miss. You can't follow its ambition, considering the levels came in first, then they slept the story, then glued them all together. Yeah. That's kind of the deal with Chronicles, too, is like, there's a lot going on there, and some of it's really good. I don't know, I love the ambition of 3. I think 3's insane difficulty spikes keep it from being really great. There are certain levels of 3 that I wish I could tell people to play, and certain ones to not, but I feel like everything Tier 3's done, but love the entirety of India. Yeah, dude, India is so good. Yeah, Nevada was such like a thematic, like jarring level, and then you get like the alien stuff tied in. That was super fun. London, yeah, what was it? Shoot, what's the name of the level in London? It's like somebody's name. Maybe it's on this. Maria Doria, by far the worst. Aldwych, I lived in for a long time because I got stuck so hard. Lud's Gate, yeah, Lud's Gate blows. I didn't care for that place. Yeah, there you go. You beat me to it. You knew what I was referencing. Yeah, Aldwych thematically is really cool. Like the Mason thing hiding underneath the train station. Very cool, but yeah. Next time we'll like rank all of the Tomb Raider levels, I think. But I'll have to look and see. I see someone's got one made for 1 through 3. But we need all of them. All, at least the 1 through 6 levels. Someone's made it all enemies. I want to see, like, all tombs. That's what I want to make a tier list of. You despise Let's Get It. Why is Shadow in the same... Oh, this is JONAH... These these belong where I had them earlier. They're JONAH tier because of how much JONAH dialogue you get. I feel like Shadow is definitely the most JONAHs per minute of all the games. Like, you gotta see this JONAH. Like, yeah. Yeah, 2013 JONAH is a different character entirely, I feel like. Like, that dude was gonna be like this tough big brother Maori man, and he wind up just being a pushover, pincushion, slightly Hispanic guy by the end of it. It was definitely a choice to retain him of all the characters. Yeah, no kidding. I don't know why. Maybe the voice actress really just liked yelling JONAH into the microphone. But yeah, that's why Shadow dropped down to JONAH tier. Okay, cool. I think we're good. That's it. That's the Tomb Raider tier list at the end of a marathon of every Tomb Raider game ever. So, give yourselves a round of applause. You did it. You did it. Regrets? What do I have regrets? What's up, Xerex? How's it going? Where did 1 to 3 end up on your list? Tomb Raider 1 is in A tier, 2 is in C tier, and 3 is back up to A. I know 2 is beloved among a lot of fans, but I hate the wreck of Maria Doria so much, and I hate the combat in classic Tomb Raider, and 2 leans in so heavily on both of those that it spoils it. If we could take Mask of Gold out of 2 and have it separately, it would live in A. For sure. But that's where it fell for this time. 2 should live in D. I really like Temple of Xian. I forget how to actually exit this game. I just had this up to play the music. Let us now let's finish up our job, boys. Get all this going back again. One level cannot save the game that has so many human enemies. Yeah, agreed. That's why, yeah, if it was a completely separate thing, maybe. I don't know. I had high hopes for 2 because it is like, I feel like that's the one, like, a lot of people will talk about, like, oh, if you're going to play classic Tomb Raider, 2 is the one to go to. It's not. Let's see. There you are. Alright. Game audio coming back for everybody. 98%. Let's knock this out and be done. Even one of its designers, Paul Douglas, who was responsible for a lot of the levels in TR2, admitted that retrospectively, he would not have populated TR2 with so many human enemies. Yeah, maybe it's because Doom was popular back then, or Duke Nukem, and they wanted to get on that train. I did figure out what map I was missing, and I saw exactly why. And swap to the other costumes. I think I did, and when I teleported here, it put me back in this thing, so I don't know. I just need to grab something here real quick, and then we'll be on, and we can go back to our real costume again. But yeah, I just never saw this hole up here, so that was the problem.
When the crimson fire smokes, seek your mirror. Bit enigmatic that. I wonder what it's supposed to mean.
Spoiler alert. You can turn costume restrictions off? Is it a gameplay thing? You know what it's under, let me know.
The Paititians who wrote this believe that something called the Yashiel live beneath Paititi. According to this record, these beings are strongest during astrological events, which is consistent with the legends, but they also attack and feed on humans, but that's not the behavior that usually appears in the stories. From this description, what they call the Yashiel is the same type of creature I encountered in Kawakyaku.
NG+, that would make sense. That's how they draw you in. Okay, hopefully this reveals everything we need to know. Oh my god. Oh, I never went back over here. I think I knew there had to have been more in that area. Okay, so that will take care of those two things. I wonder if one of the challenges I'm missing is over there. So there's two of those we need to track down. Alright. Let's head that way. Story complete. Now the real question is, what franchise do we do next? Okay, buddy. Just rub your crotch right on the camera. Thank you. Legacy of Kain? That might be doable. We've got, what, the remasters for 1 and 2. What other Legacy of Kain games are there? I'd like to tackle a shorter series, because Resident Evil was very long. That one took me like a year, and we've been raiding tombs for so long. Hitman. Oh, that could be fun. I've never actually played any Hitman game all the way through. What a wiggly bridge. Blood Omen and Defiance. I wonder how difficult it would be to get those streamable. Think about this. A friend of mine suggested Fatal Frame. That's got a lot of potential. Yeah, I don't think I've revisited this area at all. This could be everything we need right here. Yeah, 2 documents. The relic. Probably a
As
survivor
ordered, we have
backpack
made our way
somewhere.
to Khan in search of the suspected traitor Andreas Lopez, accompanied by a
Thief
squadron of
series?
native warriors.
Never looked
We'd
into
found them
that.
along the shores of the Gulf after they had recently escaped a slave ship that was caught in a storm. The initial encounter was
Gothic
tense, but
is a
soon we came
series
to
I
an
thought
accord.
about.
The warriors agreed to accompany us through the jungle on the condition we made a detour to several other outposts to enlist more of their people and that we would keep them from being enslaved. We found that altogether satisfactory and soon set off. Alfonso Ricci, Order of Trinity.
The legend. Yeah, what's the Thief series like? I don't
They have several
think I've ever
sites
even
all over South
seen
America.
gameplay from it. Also, how many games is it?
Wish I'd found this map sooner. I could have gone directly to Paititi.
Complete the artifact collection. Okay.
Dressed in native garb, we entered the city. Those healthy enough to resist our advance met us with spears. We bowed
5
and told them
games. That's not so
Kukulkan had
bad.
sent us to cleanse the city of sickness. We administered balms and medicine to the city's leaders and those we thought worth saving, buried the dead, and comforted the dying. Slowly, the people came to trust and soon rely on our aid.
Alright, that's everything in here. Stealth game set in a steampunk fantasy world where you take the role of Garrett, a master thief in the city. Intrigue, loot, and darkness. Interesting. I'll look into that. Okay, so one shiny diggy spot remains and 2 challenges. Anybody got any ideas on what the challenges might be? So, we can see if we can find a backpack somewhere. I think this is all the path you go during the story section of this. Cool looking door. Possible to get back over to that area? I think this is kind of closed off, yeah. I mean, I assume there's a survivor backpack somewhere to give away. Where the last shiny spot is. You'd think it'd be out here. There's one over there at some point. Grapple onto that. Wait. Can I connect? Stuck. Oh my god. Think my thing's run out of juice. Can't move. Cool. These are the things that keep Shadow out of A rank. For sure. Alright. Let me get a cup of tea. And then we'll figure this out. I need to figure out what these challenges are, too. BRB. Okay. I checked while I was boiling my water, and the one challenge I never would have stumbled across ever, because it involves a mechanic that I thought was forbidden. The other one, I think, is in this area. Oh my gosh, dude. Who's responsible for this? What? Okay. So all that being said, I think the biggest problem is going to be that last shiny spot. Maybe if I pick these up first?
As ordered.
Like, they will already be on the map. So does that force this to reveal something different? No. No, it does not. Yeah, it was never clear on if the maps had set revelation points or if they just kind of rolled a dice and showed you a few things. Read on forums that the idiotic swinging is caused by a frame rate above 60. It happens on Xbox where you don't control the frame. Interesting. Doesn't seem to happen on this bridge. Just got a little wobble on this one. Oh, this whole bridge is just getting slinky with it. Look at it go. Alright, so challenge 1 that we're hunting is here called Dunkin' Bones. And I think it's in this area. The other one's inside the city where you have to like pull down some frogs. But I saw those frogs as I was playing, and I knew you couldn't pull your weapons out in the city, so I wrote them off a long time ago. I guess foolishly. So, let me see what we're even looking for here. You can pull your weapon out if you point your aim at the ropes above them. Yeah, that's what I was reading. I feel like we've done enough. Blind. I don't feel bad about looking things up at this point. This is just for my own sanity completion. So we're looking for... Oh, you have to actually, like, climb to these. They're actual skeletons. Alright. Let's hunt them down. we go back to, let's go pop a squat first. You choose the route you first take when you arrive here. There's a hanging effigy of a skull and feathers. Okay. Alright. Let's do that, and then let's see about the other. It's this way, right? Down there it's just the entrance to the challenge tomb. Right. Were they not there the first time through? Did they get placed afterwards? Odd that I wouldn't have noticed. How did that break the first time? So it's this right here. But it's very strange that, like, you have to do this swing to get through here. They are always there? I guess you have to actually kind of try to hit it at that specific height. Okay, that's one. I'm surprised I just didn't accidentally bump into one of them before. Oh, there's two. Right? Oh my god. What? Shadow has disintegrated the longer I've played it, I think. Like, I can't move her other than this slow twist. Everything to do with the grapple hooks has just slowly gotten worse. Oh, I'm free. I can move again. Okay. Huge. PC ports Bucky. The thing is, it didn't start that way. It's just slowly gotten worse over time. And the final, I'd say the last like 3 hours of gameplay in the VODs has had more issues than all of the rest of it combined. And I've been playing this game for a while. Alright, one skull to go. The physics issue with VSync. The grapple, when you would throw it to spike it into something and rope hang, the grapple would, I think I want to go around that way, right? It would dangle behind you. That goes up and around. Where should I go? Is this a way? That's how you climb up onto there. So this will lead to something else. Probably. Let's check this way. Oh, it's right in front of me. Oh my god. Doop. Alright. Okay. Can I climb, please? Alright, please. Okay. Give her a few minutes. She'll figure it out. Now the camera is decided to operate south of Lara. Alright, just gotta get out of here. It's one of these jumps. Shadow Lara has got to canonically have the most impressive grip strength, right? Alright, real quick, before I head back to the city, let me look at this. This map and see if that shiny spot is over here. Oh, what was I looking at yesterday? I think it was this guy's. He split it weird where it's like, there we go. So there's one deep in there, one here, one here. That, got that, got that. Well, in there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. Subterranean river. That's it. Okay. Good. Ignore the backpack less for it, but really don't want to be held up by one stupid shiny spot. I think this bridge gets worse the longer you have it, like, loaded in vision. Yeah. If you camera off, does it unload the physics of it? I think it does, or at least resets it when you put it back in frame. Interesting. Alright. Let's check here. There it is. Wouldn't you know? Take some gold for the road. Alright, and now it's just frog hunting, I think. Right? 99%. And all the froggies, I think, are basically on this side of town. Challenges count for like a whole 3%. I wonder if each piece of it counts as a different thing. It's kind of annoying the way this works, though, because I remember commenting on the first time I came through how they looked like something you should be able to interact with, but couldn't. These things, yeah. I see. See my issue. I never looked directly at the rope. There we go. Hydrate and costume change. Oh, good call. Yeah, let's get out of this green gear. Earl Grey. Any preference? If I have my way, we're... Oh, Wraith Skin's back. I can't wear the cool clothes. I think I have to wear p14 approved garb while in here. Scales of Q. It's kind of slick. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I was gonna throw on Angel of Darkness just for you. The Shorn one. Ugh, Midnight Sentinel. Some of the ones in pieces. This one? Contus? I don't mind the Contu one. I think it's kind of cool looking. It's got like a roguish look to it. It's 9 strides. I think we'll go Contu. We'll Contu. Different bottoms. Hideous. There's no pleasing you, Chip. Feather boots. Feather boots for the rogue top. The thing is, like, none of, I don't know if they're over-designed or under-designed, but none of these look different enough from each other, really. Like, they're all just kind of samey. I wish I could just be classic Lara again. Oh well. Both over and under design. Here's one. So is that upping my percentage? 98 now, yeah. So I guess each object in a challenge counts towards your total percent. Under-designed visually, but over-designed the mechanic. Lord, that's the truth. I stopped paying attention to what the effects were after a while. I didn't feel a meaningful impact on gameplay from it. The necessity to wear the tribal stuff's a hate. It's, especially after the story wrapped up, I feel like they should let you live. But all of these games, and especially Rise, I feel like, because Rise has so much extra silliness slapped into it, Rise should really let you embrace the card effects into, like, replays of the main game. Like, let you put big head mode on permanently and stuff like that. I think that would be super fun. It would... Well, I don't know about super fun. That might be hyperbole. It would make replaying it have some appeal. This guy never stopped the whole game. Give it up for him. He's still out here doing his thing. Throwing it back into the child's face is wild, dude. Where the frogs at? I need some of that. Alright, 2 to go. So all of those are kind of on the hill, more or less. What are you looking at? I burned through all my herbs with that Amaru fight. We need to go more this way. Yeah, more silly costumes would have been fun though. In general. Y'all got any purple frog down here? Maybe its biggest issue is the fact that the games are too serious. Yeah. I feel like they kind of started lightening up a little bit with this one, but then they backpedal real hard and do the whole like Jonah's gonna die thing, which I was all in on. Like, yeah, let's kill Jonah and start up the revenge arc. Like, that was exciting. And then they backpedaled on it. The classic writer doubting himself play. We don't really kill them. She cried instantly after, yeah. Yeah, it undid all of the character development that happened in that brief window. So fast. Yeah, I really wish they had just stuck to their guns and killed him off. I mean, they had to have known by that point that this was going to be the last one of these games. May as well burn some characters, you know? Like people were jumping in ad hoc writing new sentence story without reading what was written before. Yeah, I feel like you could say that about a lot of the narrative of these games. Let's go look over on this side more. Can you guys believe we're in the throes of the last town raiding we'll ever do? Are y'all gonna miss it as much as I am? Let's have a seat and lock in that progress. Yeah. I haven't looked around here, I don't think. I feel like kind of far out though. I know good and well I looked at all of these frogs as I was playing through. I wonder if that last shiny spot was tied to a NPC line of dialogue to get it. Wouldn't that be something? 2013, killing Lara's friends left and right. Rise and Shadow. Lara never loses anyone except the mentor figure. Oh, I forgot about him. You could offer me any sum of money and I would not be able to remember that guy's name.
What were you doing with your friends near the
Coleman? Jacob? Oh, I was thinking of the old guy from, I guess, the first game. Jacob's the cult leader guy. Or not cult, like whatever. Conrad Roth. That's our boy. Who could forget? the estimable Conrad. Legend in his time. Jacob's the prophet. Yeah, yeah. I mean, how could you remember any of these when the only character Lara can name is JONAH? Y'all seen any frogs over here? I feel like I'm getting pretty far away from the roughly centralized area where all the frogs were. I think this quadrant is where they belong. JONAH. Where was that comic thing you were talking about announced? And does it have anything to do with mitigating PR for the casting of the show? It seems like most people are kind of mid on that. That I've read anyway. Maybe I'm in the wrong circles. They pull this off one more time with myriads of pointless collectibles and challenges. Go to the US and burn Crystallops to the ground. I think if they do this style of game again, I think after playing the 3 of these back to back and going for 100% on all of them, I think I'm done. Like, I'm good on this type of gameplay. I don't think I need to play another one. Whatever IP they slap onto it. Yeah. Not for me. I might just skip out on that one. I'll take that as the final sign of they truly aren't developing Tomb Raider games for fans like me anymore. Dark Horse announced it. I forgot Dark Horse has the rights to it. I've never read any of the Dark Horse TR comics. I read all of the Top Cow ones a few, there we go. I don't know, like a month or two back. And it was a mixed bag, but some of the stories are like legit fun and cool. Like, I really liked some of them. Some of them are pretty rough around the edges and date themselves pretty badly, but the ones after 2013 are the ugliest stuff ever drawn. Yeah, I looked at a few of them and kind of just panned through and saw that they were done in like the cheap cop-out art style of like flat palettes and overdone line work, and I was just like, I know I'm not going to care about the story. I'm not going to read this for the art and let it go. Yeah, the Top Cow comics, for the most part, there's a couple of Bad Egg artists in there, but most of the Top Cow ones are beautiful and hold up. And the spin-off series, like, where Lara, like, I forgot the name of it, Destinations or something? Like, the first part of it's where she winds up on, like, a ghost ship. That one has fantastic art. I think it's also still under Top Cow at that point. But Where could my last little frog be? Are you hiding? Are you hiding a frog in here? God, we just never resolved this. That body's got to be stinking by now, dude. Hello? You still talk?
I don't know anything. I never know anything.
10-4. She never know. I think it's up here. They're all slapped on or inside buildings. Oh, they can be inside of them? I've been looking outside. But all in this area. Yeah. Gotcha. I believe it's inside of a building. It's going to be inside of a bigger one. Man, get your cheeks out my face. I kind of remember seeing one in a weird spot. I love this guy, dude. This is my favorite NPC in the franchise. Just vibing out on his own. Playing for an audience of one. What a bro. Yeah, we're in the neighborhood. Now this is tomb raiding, dude. This is the tomb raiding we've come to know and love. Ending this marathon on the highest note. Doing what we've trained to do. Is this the slow room? Yeah, it's definitely not there. Who's the love interest guy that they try to shoehorn into the comics? Carter or Carver? Something like that? I have so much respect for the writers of the comics. Chase Carver. Yeah, that's him. I love that they tried that. It didn't work. People hated him and they just killed him off. Like, that's a good writer. Like, learn when to take out the trash, you know? That whole series would have been infinitely worse if they kept stringing him along, popping him up every now and then as a bonus character. Like, he became so much more meaningful in the narrative by getting clapped. Final frog is being elusive. I didn't get one all the way down by the river, I don't guess. Unless I've just run past it a few hundred times. Yeah, good old Chase Carver. See, to that point, if Jonah had actually died in this game, I don't think I would be as mean about him. Like, I would feel some degree of like, oh man, like, that poor dude got strung along by Lara through all this crap. And, look what it got him. And Lara has, like, a guilt slash take the building without roofing. Okay. Like the roof in progress up here. Yeah, it would give Lara, like, a stronger motivation to really go after Trinity, which... Trinity is a real weak villain in this game, as much as they try to play up what Trinity's going to be. It really doesn't pan out. You don't really feel like it's a big, powerful secret organization. Comes across as more like an incompetent gang of mercenaries. Which, I don't know if that's the roofless building you're talking about, or if we're looking for a different one. There's not one there. This building's lost a roof. Yeah, I peeked in here and didn't see anything going on. Yeah, they make a big deal about, I guess you can't go up there. Big deal about the High Council of Trinity. All shows up. And then there's like a throwaway line of dialogue when you're climbing up to Amaru about the High Council getting completely wiped out. So they never really pose any real threat. Which I guess is on brand for the rest of what we see of Trinity. Can you go up here? No, probably not. Quality. Well, I've gone full circle. Three to four times now. Let's have a seat and think about it. Elusive final secret. I don't want to go in there and slow walk. If only I could ask any of these villagers if they've seen one around. Imagine. He would never shut up. Who are you talking about? I don't think they would be this far over, right? Who knew? Lara's greatest challenge awaited. I'm all the way back to the market now. This can't be the right area. I've forgotten what the frogs even look like. It's been so long. I've got to have been just walking past it, dude. Oh, excuse me, ma'am. Is there a way to get on this zip line? Are you hiding frogs in here? Good talk. Get on it. Dang. These guys had built this place with a little more of a logical flow to it. It's hard to track where I've been and haven't been. This is the roofless building, I think, that you were referring to.
My wife is very ill, as are many others. A sickness brought by the outsiders. Someone should do something.
Someone should. You seen a frog?
Hello, Ishiki. Beautiful animals, aren't they? Llamas? So gentle. Even the wild guanaco in the wilderness. They love to be petted. The gods approve.
Man, I don't know. Let's check the map. I think that's what the purple dots are here. So we've got 2 close together down at the bottom, and then 1, 2, 3 out that way. I don't know which ones I've already gotten. So that would be one like here, right? And then in the square over this way, which is, I think, the building Chris was referring to. My... Hang on. What direction are we looking here? Okay. Yeah, looking at this... I mean, I don't... Unless I'm missing something. This is the spot. Yeah. Somewhere outside of it? No. This side of things? Okay. I think that one's probably already gotten then. The other one would be... within the space I'm looking right at. Jutting off of something here? No. Okay. Next. Let's go round to this spot. Somewhere around this building. From within? No. Not okay. Maybe not that. Next would be at the corner of the next building over here. Oh my god. I swear I looked up there. Oh well. 99%, let's go. The shot heard around the world. 100% completion. On the worst difficulty ever. Two skill points left. Oh no. Alright. Wonder how rare that one is. 5.9%. 2.1. That's the real club to be in. Look at that. Beautiful 100%. Oh, you know what we need to do? I did see this in the list. Where Mission of San Juan. Go to the ruined tower. What do I play after this monstrosity? I don't know. That's what we were talking about earlier. Like, I need a new franchise now. I'm all tombed up. I've done all the Resident Evils, all the Tomb Raiders. What next? Something, a shorter franchise, I think I would like. Just to take a little break from these long ones. Wait. Pistol. Craft of flare. I think if you do that... Yeah, there's a trophy for that. Next stop is Killing Demon? I don't know what that is. Let's check out what the, what the challenge tomb thing is like on this, I guess. Just to see, give it a fair shake. Man, the tombs really are the strong part of this game. Good judge's gauge. Score attack, time attack, exploration. Collect wisps. Oh, okay, so the wisp system returns. I wonder how tough the score attack is. I like the wisps. You can invite a friend to play even if they don't own the challenge team? How crazy is that? I can bring my gear from the main game? Oh my god, I can actually get like a real outfit going. Oh, Angel of Darkness Lara looks very off-putting. Why did they do the textures like this? Yeah. It's like her face is at one resolution and the rest of her body is at a completely other. Well, let's roll. It'll be the first time I've willingly played as AOD Lara since the game. Huh. What, you want to like shoot these things? Is that what it is? Oh, I thought I could grab onto that. Well, you can, right? I've forgotten how this tomb even works. Wait, do you not? Or do you grab on? Oh, I see. Alright. We can do better. Someone turned on filtering. Or separate custom elements are treated as one texture. No, I don't. Why did you erase my suit? Put me back in, coach. Why do they make you scroll so far? those wisps up there? How did I miss that? We're gonna shoot. Oh my god, I'm tombing? Tombing so hard. Oh! Oh! Through the crack, dude. Only a 21 game tumor could hit that shot, and you know it. What about that? 21 game tombing. Oh, that's a lot of wisps, boy. A lot of wisps. I remember this tomb. Never played this, but you're already annoyed by the sound jingle for the wisps. Bro, how do you not love the wisps? They're so shiny
I think
and
this is the way out.
point giving. Don't you love it? Just the constant reward feedback for your dopamine system? I think you're just too old, Chris. You gotta channel your inner Zoomer brain. Bright lights, fun sounds. It's all just magical. I don't remember how to do this. All I know is how to collect wisps. Need more wisps. I'm about to drop my combo, dude. Oh my god, it hurts. Alright, let's see how you actually do this. Real quick. We want to put that on the other, right? Weird fetch, but okay. There's a way to get up that side. You come back to here. Oh, I release this. There we go. That pulls back. Put that. No, wait, don't you connect these two? To lift the thing? We're about to be wisping again. Brace yourself. I didn't put the lock back in place. Shoot. But actually, I think you want this one out of the way. And put this one here, right? Never gonna target score at this rate, bro. Anything back here? Oh my god. The stutter. I was like standing in the trap area.
Well, that's a bit of progress.
Uh-oh. Have I screwed myself? I think I have. I can't, shoot. Okay, well, we put that there, pull this over to the side, drop that one. Okay, we can do this. I'm losing interest in the run because I'm not hearing the wisp sound every 3 seconds, and if I don't have that stimuli, then what's the point of all of this, you know? Got a wisp. You gotta let me wisp, bro. So, when you think about it, practically, time attack mode and score attack mode are identical modes. Because to get a better score, you have to... Where the heck is the... Bad run. You have to go as fast as you can between the wisps. They're barely different modes. Like, I feel like there was maybe a better way to do time attack, don't you think? Or score attack, rather. Why bother having them as two separate? Wisp me up! Wisp me up! Why am I not wisping? Gotta wisp. Why are we stutter stepping, Lara? We have to move as a unit and wisp out. Cool. Hush you. You're about to see a run the likes of which have never been comprehended. I'm talking 1%ers, baby. Wisping out of our minds. Take note. Your grandkids are going to be asking you about this one. I think we want to push this one a little bit farther forward this time. Wisp there. Pull as slow as you want to go. Grab that. Tether this. Plating these meds doesn't apply to the completion percent of the game. Oh yeah, we're at 100%. My combo! Leave this, dude.
Oh, that's a bit of progress.
Yeah, I mean, we're at 100%. We're done. I was just doing this for fun. This is for the whispers in the chat. Where my wisp bros at. Okay. My combo. How was I so much higher last time through? Like, I was at the 150 before. Is it because I came here first? Oh. Well, that was stupid. Okay. I needed to run up on this thing. Or really, I guess you could attach it before you even get to that point, right? If you wanted to be even more efficient with it. Da, 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 da. I think it's this Angel of Darkness model. The fuzzy textures are throwing me off. I feel like this mode is rendered even more meaningless, since clearly cheaters have abused the scoreboard. And they're never going to do anything about it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. Okay. Wait, can you only attach one of these at a time, or is it one per, Oh, cool. Just... Do different color flames last different periods of time? That's one way to go up there. Oh, this combo's dropping. Maybe not. Saved. Am I enjoying it? It's got flashing lights and bright sound. What's not to love? Isn't this what...
Shit. The rope snapped. Well, that's a bit of progress.
Oh, my safety rope didn't work here. I guess that was a dumb way to do that. Could have gone that way. Oh, you dummy. Forgot to push the lock into place. Do I get a freebie here? One of these? I don't know if you can grab that from the front side or not. Bye-bye combo. Yeah, no kidding. My combo's been dropped multiple times here. I don't think there was much hope to begin with.
There. Hope this ladder isn't as much as it looks.
We gotta at least get bronze though, right? Surely bronze is free. Do you not climb this? Have I forgotten how to... I thought you just lean this ladder up and then you get right here. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I didn't have a combo there, honestly. I'm losing my mind trying to get on that stupid thing. Okay, what? We're just slip sliding away. Yeah, okay, green burns for longer, as all men know. That's the exit path. There's that burning chalice I saw. What? Bro, I didn't even get bronze? What was my time, though? Come on, man. There's no way. After all this tomb raiding, I'm a bronze tier raider, and everyone knows it. Crap. So what their, I guess time's not really a factor, so you have time to do the return path, get the extra orbs, and then circle back around again to end the tomb, right? Is that the thought process there? Like why there were wisps leading back to the original area? Okay, what are we doing? Red burns kind of fast too. I wish I had this mode with Ryze's tighter control scheme. Gotta keep an eye out for hidden reds, too. Lootable objects also give you scores? Oh, for real? I did not know that. I was ignoring all of it as superfluous. Good to know. Like these greens are placed in spots where they know you're gonna be dragging for a second. So we'll put that there. It does no good to pre-tether the other. We've learned. Put you in place. Here. Good. Another green boy here. Snap you. That. Take that.
That's a bit of progress.
I have another pre-red there. Okay. Do that. Run that loop. For some reason. Freebie there. Go to here. Go ahead and take that. Snap. Snap. Forgot to tether it. I can do better. Chip, how could you let me forget? This is all your fault. You purposefully distracted me with all your fancy talk of lootable objects, and now look where we are. I keep forgetting to press the button to select my outfit after wasting all that time cycling to the outfit I want. Top tier gaming. Lara, you get that wisp. You get that wisp and go, girl. I had bronze, though. I saw that. Now I'm thinking we might even get silver. That bullet didn't add nothing to my score, Chip, you liar. Should have known better. Lost me. No, I'm peaking. I'm entering my elite gamer art. You just wait, dude. You guys are gonna be so proud of me. Here, in just a minute. Alright, I think my pathing was good. I just need to not forget about the one thing here. Okay, release. Dude, if Jonah could see me now, man, imagine what he would say. Feather. Grab green. Might have screwed me over right there. No, we're good. We're good. Set that up. Set that up. Grab that. Snap that. Why shoot? It's taking so long to decide to shoot that. Okay.
Oh, that's a bit of progress.
That's good. Tether this. Shoot that. Get my run around down there in a second. Lara, quit sticking on random objects. Okay, that's a waste of my time. Thought you could hit it from that angle. Wait. Oh, I forgot to push the lock. The lock, bro. Oh. I was thinking too far ahead. You know how it is. When you just lock in like that. I gotta slow my big brain down, dude. I gotta roll back. It's operating on a different wavelength right there. Give me that wisp. Other than luck, I think we were like a shoe-in for silver there, right? Like, looking good. I mean, that was some crazy play. You gotta admit. Wham, wham. Look at that. It's like I'm missing a red somewhere. Maybe that one's the one I didn't see. Okay. Grab. Release. Release! Let's go. You there. Tether you. Grab that. That there. Take this. That. 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 Oh. Yeah, that's the one I think I was thinking of. Lift and lock, and we're on green, so that clears us to push. That's what this backside thing is for. It leads you around this. Snap that. Get on here. That. And that. Grab these guys, and I don't need anything else up there right now. Drag you.
There. Hope this ladder
Off
isn't as
of
rotten
the
as it
thing,
looks.
please. It's a maddening climb. Oh, there was a shoot thing there. I didn't see that. Okay, so that's what you do to get that. What's even left? That. That. I don't see anything else to grab or shoot. Right? Something up there? Whatever, we're taking it. Silver. So yeah, I mean, I guess there's like room for like out of the way running around. Maybe that's the big difference between that and time attack. Let's see what this plays like. It's a strong silver though, don't you think? Like, you ever seen anything like that before? You hadn't. Let's wear the jacket. For swiftness. Fur coated up. Watch how fast I am. Dadgum speed raider. This is suboptimal. Don't worry, guys. I'm building up reverse momentum, and I'm gonna clip through the door straight to the steel. Oh,
All full up.
I did it on the wrong frame. I'm rusty on that. That was some advanced tech you guys wouldn't know about. Alright, here's the real run. I wonder who set the times. And kick that skull along. That's awesome. Let me in. You gotta let me raid. Daddy's got a raid.
The rope snapped.
Does it always snap before? I guess I was doing it after the fact here, first time. If they designed some of these tombs with like these challenge modes in mind, which I guess they very well could have since they had all this worked out with Rise already, that would explain why there's like the multiple solutions for a bunch of them. This gold time got me thinking there's like an exploit to this I'm not aware of though. To bypass some of this busy work. I didn't tether it. Keep forgetting. I think the jacket is fastest though. I mean, we went pretty good other than that. I wonder if not swan diving is that faster. Like maybe you don't shoot as deep into the bottom. Oh, 100%. Swan dive is not the play. Holy cow. Huge time save. Getting stuck in this corner sucked all my time. Back out though. Dang. Sometimes she doesn't want to dive. I don't know what that's about. It's the wrong way. To release this first and then tether. climbing up the backside's gotta be faster because you don't have to go through the rope snapping portion of it, right? Like going up here, I mean.
Oh, that's a bit of progress.
Okay, do that. Get stuck in here. I wonder if there's any way to early release on that so you don't have to watch the cutscene play out. This janky ladder catch. Oh my god. Why is it like this? Just watching my time bleed, dude. I hate it. Maddening. Get in there. Get in there, dude. Okay. Come on. Gold, baby. Oh! Best in the business. Okay. So, just out of curiosity, yeah, did Jonah even see that? Does it even matter if we didn't have Jonah here to look? What's even, like, left? 75, there's 99 achievements. Eagle's Talon takedowns. Perception active. I never did that, I guess. This is equipping random things. 10 enemies. Endurance up. These are the DLC challenge tombs. Get a bronze. In time. Or score attack. So it's just playing that mode a ton. That's what it would take to 100% the game. For curious minds. I think I'm good. I think I'm all shadowed out. I've gotten my money's worth. I got my 100% on the hardest difficulty. I think I'm satisfied with that. That's it, boys. That's all of Tomb Raider. We did it. We raided every single tomb. Can you believe it? Finally. Right. Took long enough. How long have we been tomb raiding? Do you remember? You were around. I think you came on board around the time I was still in TR1. Or at least in the first collection, because you were around for all the early TRLEs, for sure. When was that? I could probably check my let me check my YouTube. I probably uploaded the first Tomb Raider game not too long after we started the process. 9 months. Tower Bridge experience. That's right. I think you came along when I was stuck on, like, I didn't know you could kick doors open, like in the bathroom stall. Just living there, unable to figure it out. The creator showed up for one of those. I think it was the Oasis one. Gecko. That was cool. Yeah, 9 months ago was when this started. So probably what, like December-ish, November, December last year. Oh, that would track because once I finished TR3, we had to wait until February for the 456 collection. So I probably finished TR3 like at the end of December slash early January, and then we just played custom levels in the meantime. That's crazy to think about. I don't remember what window I had up for this. Does this work? Yeah, there we go. There they all are. Oh, I forgot about Soma. It was a fun little game. Marco was good too. Yeah, look at all this Tomb Raider. It's Tomb Raider YouTube, no? Yeah, there's my thumbnail for the Rescue Hannah one. This didn't get enough love, dude. Rescue Hannah was solid, man. You'll need to respect. Yeah, I need to get the Rise playthrough slapped up on here. And Shadow now. I just gotta make some thumbs for it. But yeah, I just wanted to look back over our tier list one more time. I'm good with this. I think this is pretty reflective of my takes on each game as I was playing it. Yeah, what a good time. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to bed. And I will dream of you guys and try to think about what we do next. What kind of life? Do we want to lead next? Plenty of options, but I think might knock out like a singular game. Just to feel a little bit faster progress, because once I decide on like these franchise things, I feel like I have to like really just focus it down. Like I guilt trip myself into not playing anything else, and run the risk of burnout. So yeah, maybe we'll pick like a few short little action games that I've had in the backlog for a while to knock out while we deliberate what the next big boy playthrough is, what the next tier list we want to make is, you know? What a crown. Yeah, man, thanks for sticking around. Good to see you. Thanks for being a friend and a pal. Neck-breaking portfolio. There's a lot of Tomb Raider. I'm glad I did it. Now I can accurately tell other people which ones they should not do. But anyway, it is Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday. We'll stream something tomorrow. I don't know what yet. We may just hang out. Anyway, thanks for being here. Good to see you guys. Tomb on, boys. Later.